Hey everybody, I thought I would give everybody an update. A lot of people's watched my video, a lot of people seen my video. So I thought I would share an update. It's only been a day later, but I wanted to share an update. First of all, thank you everybody for the comments. Thanks to anyone who's sent money. I appreciate it. I've never have ever been in a situation where I've wanted or even thought about asking people for money. I want y'all to understand that. And I didn't even want to do that. I didn't know what else to do. I'm stressed. Trying my best to do what I have to do to pay bills, and what money has been sent, I appreciate it because it will go toward keeping the lights on, keeping the water on, and buying a few groceries. That goes along with the few dollars I make doing DoorDash on the side. Of course, tonight I'm not in my car. I'm in my little makeshift office, the spare bedroom. I think you can see her right here. This is one of our cats, one of our fur babies. But the update is this: I do have an interview on the 3rd, which is a week away, for possibly, maybe, hopefully, pray to God, a job driving a dump truck. We'll see. It won't pay what I'm used to making, but it's something until something else comes along. Because I don't know what the deal, I don't know what's changed, but the last 2 interviews I've had, I've been rejected, and I don't know why. I'm trying to figure that out. But I've never had a job. I'm sorry. Mouth is speaking faster than brain, whatever you want to call it. I've never had an issue finding a job anytime ever since I've got my CDLs. I've never had any issues at all finding a job. Now suddenly, after this employer treated me like shit, it's difficult now all of a sudden. I don't get it. I don't know why. When it comes to Billy Barnes, I feel like they treated me like crap. They let me go, like I said, a week and a half before Christmas, and which is about the same amount of time because I was hired on the, I'm trying to remember when I was hired. I was hired like just a couple of days before Christmas, so I was about a week away from my Christmas bonus, because once you're there a year, you get a Christmas bonus. And that bonus is based largely on how well you do during the year, how profitable you and your truck are during the year. So I worked my ass off. I worked 13.5-hour days, driving 10.5 hours out of those 13.5 hours. And for them to do what they did just kind of, it hurts. And they didn't even really give me a reason. They just, hey, it's time for you to do your physical. Okay, and there was a little conversation there about me wanting my long form this year because I wanted to have a copy of my long form. But then ultimately I show up for my physical and I'm told we're just going to part ways. No reason, no excuse, no explanation, just we're going to part ways. Adios. You can go back home. And that brings me to here. And, because the thing is, I initially thought I had another job. I had applied to go back to work for Swift locally, and everything was fine. They had me set up for orientation, and 2 days before I'm supposed to leave for orientation, I get told after consideration, we're going to move on with better applicants. This was after they talked to Barnes, and I don't know what Barnes told them. But I know that I busted my ass for Barnes, and Barnes didn't give a shit when it come to me. You know, what's good for the company, because that bonus would have been over $1,000. That bonus would have probably been about a $1,200 bonus, if not more. And a week before I'm due to get my bonus, they can me without reason, which they can legally do in the state of Alabama. So, but y'all wish me luck. I do have an interview on the 3rd. And once again, thank you, everybody. Just thank you so much for, you know, those of you who have sent whatever amounts you sent. And I'm not gonna, I can't even begin to name off all the people, but I appreciate it. Some of you sent a few dollars, some of you sent more than a few dollars. I mean, if all you ever sent is a single dollar, it's appreciated, because it will go towards stuff. Because I was stressing on how I'm going to pay the electric bill that's due in 2 days. I was stressing about how I'm going to pay the water bill that's due on the 1st. You know, still trying to figure out the mortgage payment, but that's that. I mean, I'll figure that out. I mean, I've technically it's due on the 1st, but I have to the 16th. So just pray that something happens there. My old lady, she can't really work. She's on disability. She gets a little bit of a check, so that helps. But you know, they don't pay people on disability shit when you become unable to work. But she had to have back surgery 1.5 years. I think the last major back surgery was like 1.5 years ago, almost 2 years now. They had to go in and do a spinal fusion because she had a cyst that kept coming back. They had to do all that. And they did that a week after my cancer surgery, because I had cancer last year. So yeah, it wasn't even 2 years ago. It was just over 1 year ago. Wow. Been through a lot. But yeah, last year they found cancer. I had to have a testicle removed because of it. Thankfully, no radiation or chemo, but it was a scare. I was out of work then too, and that took some of my savings, and that didn't help. And then about 6 months ago, Carla had seizures. She has seizures, so she had a seizure, hit her head, and then she just kept having seizures because something, they never could explain it, but I ended up taking a week, I think almost 1.5 weeks off work to take care of her till they could get her medication swapped up to where she could stop having seizures. I tell you, it's been a rough year, been a rough couple of years for me and her. You know, I thought we were finally getting past it, and then this shit happens with Barnes, and you know, it really makes it hard to trust anybody as far as companies go. When a company says, oh, we're family oriented, we're all about family and we'll treat you like family. Well, you don't kick family out the door a week before Christmas and say good luck. You know, I'm just venting, and maybe some of y'all wanted to know, maybe y'all don't care. I assumed that since I got like 20 subscribers because of my last video, I assumed that people would want to know what's going on, and I will continue to keep everyone updated. Just understand, I appreciate everything. I honest to God do. I appreciate everything. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the prayers, the best wishes. I appreciate the donations. Just thank you. Thank you so much. And with that said, I'm just going to end this video here, so I will keep y'all updated. Hopefully things get better, and hopefully I won't ever have to be in a situation to ask for help again. because I'm not the type of person to ask for help. I'm not the type of person to ask for money, ask for handouts. I feel lower than the slipperiest lime on the bottom of a rock for even asking for help, because that's not the way I was raised. I've always tried to do everything stubbornly on my own at the risk of, everything. So, with that said, I'm gonna end this video. God bless. Thank y'all again. Y'all have a good night.